yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist.
And it's the Pistons to start out. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. And it's Lambier in at the 5.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Here's Nowitzki, driving to the basket, lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Thomas. Inside. Here's Mahorn. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it.
Pistons ball.
And Thomas has got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Has to do Mars.
2 minutes.
Here's Mahorn.
2 minutes.
To the paint. Here's Lambier. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
And Dallas with possession. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
And the Pistons making a change here. Thomas outside. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And there it is for him.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Here's Nash. He drops it from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Thomas with the ball. Pass to Aguirre. The rebound by Nowitzki. To the left wing. Here's Nash. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. For 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Aguirre. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Fires from way outside. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
The Mavericks trailing. Here's Nash. Pass to Van Exel. Out to the wing. Here's Nowitzki. Gets it off. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Detroit on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
They've got Williams, and it's Nahara in at the power forward. So that 2 Dallas starts the second with.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Sally. Over Williams. Bradley grabs the board.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
That was a complete lapse in judgment.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Nash. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Nash has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And coaches love to see points coming from an inbounds play. That's why you practice them.
Pass to Dumars. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Nash. Thomas defends. Pass to Bell. Here's Nash. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Nash has got 11 points. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And Dallas with possession. They trail by 1. Thomas outside. Goes up at the strike. And there's another one for the Pistons.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Thomas has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Nash. Thomas defends. And the basket by Nash. Nash has got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation.
The Pistons making a switch here. There's 49 seconds left in the first half.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Nowitzki. He's got 5. Nice move. And again, it's Dallas.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Johnson. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Out to the right wing. Here's Nash. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. Well, these teams are going to have to.
The previous play is under review.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so it's Dallas with it, setting the floor for the Pistons. And it's Mahorn in at the four-man position.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Here's Mahorn. The putback. And it's LaFrentz with the rebound. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it.
Pistons ball.
Here's Dumars. Takes one from 10 feet. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons.
Pistons ball.
Pistons trail by 3. Pass to Thomas. He got a piece of it. They get it back. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Here's Nowitzki. Over Thomas. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Nowitzki's got 9 points.
Oh, what a crafty move. Using the defender to pause right there.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now here's Thomas. He has 6. And scores off the crossover. Give him 8 points now.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Shoot from the baseline. And again, it's Detroit converting. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Here's Nash. It's rebounded by Lambier.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Dumars passes to Lambier. The shake. And he sinks the layup. Now it's a 3-point Pistons lead.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Here's Nash. Sinks the tray. Nash has got 6 points in the quarter.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
Thomas up top. 10 points for him. It doesn't go for him. Here's Dallas now. Here's Nowitzki. He got it up. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And it's Nowitzki in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
First team foul.
Dumars has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Launches it from deep. And misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it. Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
The Pistons leading. From downtown. Can't get it to go. And it's the Mavericks ball. Yes! Using that window!
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
The Pistons call timeout. To hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The head coach for Detroit had some instruction for his guys during the break. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Thomas. Bucket! Straight in!
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Here's Nash. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
The strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Takes a three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Nash. Thomas defends. No. And here are the Pistons. The lead is 2. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Yes, sir! That one goes!
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've seen that far too often in this game. Very uninspired defensively.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Thomas. He knocks down the jumper.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. 34 seconds left in the final quarter. And it's Thomas off the drive. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.